and so for our next cooking adventure, we're going to figure out what we can do with these oxtails. I'm going to be making a main course out of them, so follow along with me and let's see how these turn out. Thought of as a secondary cut of meat, oxtail over the years has become trendy. The oxtail starts at the base of a spine of a cow. The fat is trimmed and the last 2 to 3 tailbones are removed before it's cut into shorter pieces at the joints. Slow cooking brings out this once shunned cut a robust, full-bodied flavor while creating a very tender meat. We'll be cooking our oxtail in the slow cooker. You want to place all your parts inside, and then you're going to want to set your slow cooker for about 8 hours on low heat. This will ensure that all the meat is nice and tender and falls off the bone. In order to bring out the flavors, we're going to put together a sauce, and we're going to start with some soy sauce. About 1/4 cup. Then we'll add a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar and a tablespoon of olive oil. To add a little sweetness, we'll add some honey. And for depth of flavor and a little kick, some sriracha sauce. Next, we'll add a few shakes of black pepper and some salt. A few dashes of garlic powder or fresh garlic if you have some on hand. And we're going to whisk this all together to make a nice slurry. Next, we're going to pour it over our oxtail in the crock pot. And we're going to set it and forget it. It's cooked for 8 hours. We're going to go in with our tongs and get out all of our bones. And then we're going to get a colander and we're going to separate the meat from its juices. The next thing you want to do is press out all the excess liquids. We're going to separate the beef and set it over into a pan for later. We're going to take that liquid and put it in a measuring cup, pour it in, and then we're going to place it into the refrigerator and let it set up. Once your liquids have set up in the refrigerator, you'll scrape off all of the beef fat. And now we're going to grab a pan and some cornstarch and water and mix that together and make a slurry. And we're going to add back in the broth from our oxtail, and we're going to add in the cornstarch to thicken up all of that liquid. Simmer it until the liquid thickens. Once your broth has come to a little bit thicker consistency, add back in the oxtail and continue cooking until all of that gets incorporated together. Plate our oxtail and cauliflowered rice, and we're going to be serving it with our salad that we made the last time. So I'm going to go ahead and take these lids off, and the first thing I'm going to put down on the plate is a scoop of the cauliflowered rice, and then we're going to top it with our oxtail, and I put it back in with all of that reserved juices, and it made its own sauce. And so when you're done, it's going to look like this, and it's going to be super delicious. So give those oxtails a try and let me know what you think.